PSYC4191 presents The Types of Skill Transfer, a production by Group Elm.
Good morning everyone, welcome to PSYC1040. I'm going to be your tutor for first year statistics.
Have you ever found yourself sitting in class, wondering why you've been forced to do a statistics course for each of the 4 years of your university degree you're now an immense amount of debt for? Well, the hope is that you can transfer what you've learned in these courses to, say, your thesis and all future research endeavors. Mr. Thompson.
Hi, we're Group L, and we're here to talk about the different types of transfer.
Transfer refers to the process in which people can successfully take a skill or knowledge they have learned and apply it to different contexts. There are two types of skill transfer: near and far. Near transfer is when what you've learned and the context you are now trying to apply it to are very similar or even identical. As such, this is often very easy. For example, using the knowledge you gained from your statistics courses over the years to now code and analyze the data for your thesis. Far transfer is when there is a larger difference between what you have learned and the context you are now trying to apply it to. As such, this can be much more difficult. For example, using the theoretical knowledge of active listening and therapeutic skills to comfort a friend whose best friends, great aunts, cousins, fish just passed away.
But wait, there's more. Call 1-800-TRANSFER and you'll receive a further theory of Aristotle and Thorndike's far transfer for the low price of $29.99. That's 1-800-TRANSFER. Call now.
There has been significant debate over how often far transfer actually occurs, with two primary and contrasting theories suggesting that far transfer never occurs spontaneously, or that it can occur spontaneously. Aristotle's doctrine of formal discipline suggests that the mind is composed of a set of general abilities, and that the brain is a muscle that can be exercised and expanded with education and brain training. This means that the general principles of problem solving and learning are much more important than the content itself. Some of our parents may have even experienced this in school, as Latin and Greek were taught in some schools because they were so difficult, which was believed to actually lead to improvements in learning other skills. In contrast, there is Thorndike's theory of identical elements, which argues transfer is much less common than you'd think, and the extent to which transfer occurs depends on the different components shared between what has been learned and what it affects. If Thorndike's theory holds true, it implies that schools and universities may not be the best way to go about learning, as they rely heavily on far transfer, where they aim to teach students general skills that can later be applied to different domains.
Xiao Lu, an elite pi man, supports Thorndike's theory. The memory champion, who remembered pi to over 67,000 digits, was found to only have an average digit span. However, this doesn't mean that there's no evidence for far transfer. One study that involved comparing kids whose ages were 2 months either side of the cutoff data for school entry found that kids who actually went to school did better on executive function tests, such as auditory working memory. So what does the conflicting evidence mean? Well, it's likely that not all transfer is equal. So far transfer does occur, but it's rare, and it heavily depends on the content and the context of practice.
Call 1-800-TRANSFER, near or far, and we'll come to you wherever you are.